Hello, my family. Namaste. Today, I'm making another video. Um, let's talk about not just waking up, but let's talk about the afterlife. So, the afterlife is not what people think. Going into the light is not negative. You go through the night and into the light, which isn't bad, and it's not a negative experience. Now, if they make you think that the light is bad, that could cause problems for you and create a negative experience for you. My afterlife was co-created through consciousness and experience and existence. So you can make your own heaven and hell if you want, but you have the option. You don't have to, of course. But just so you know, you do have the opportunity to either make your heaven. Most of the time, the hell that you co-create is kind of by accident. It's more like a nightmare rather than, oh, well, this will happen to me, and this will happen to me, and this won't happen to me. And you can't make it easy for yourself. So yeah, they use your consciousness and co-create a nightmare, which is hell. So keep that in mind, okay? Good mind just might save you and make it decent for you. So I wanted to point that out. I also wanted to point out, I don't know those of you that were in Egyptian times and past lives, but I was Thoth, and I was here to co-create and to give knowledge, love, and abundance and light to the people of Earth. Now, my very first life was on Earth. That's why it is my roots. However, it's not in 3D that my existence started. It started in 5D. 5D was the beginning of my existence here in this reality and in any reality. My beginning has no end, just like your beginning has no end. However, my first existence was here on Earth, my home. This is my roots. And the time doesn't actually mean that the time is your roots. So if someone's like, we can't be at your roots, your roots is back when, Egypt was building the temples and the pyramids. How is the year 2020 your roots? That makes no sense. It has nothing to do with the year. It has everything to do with the vibrational frequency of reality. Meaning, if it vibrates at the bandwidth of existence at 4D or 5D, then it is a 5D existence, existing in the fifth dimension. Everything exists on like a bandwidth, holding so much energy and information that it can handle. So the higher the vibration, the higher the energy, also higher information input. We all know that. If it goes faster, it can hold more, right? So you keep that in mind. So I wanted to point out in this video mainly what my past lives were and what I remember. I was Thoth, Hermes, Kalig, Hanuman, Rama, the reincarnation of Shiram, the reincarnation of the Pleiadian princess, and Aqua. Those are the ones that I know that I was in past lives. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, no, that's not real. You can't be all those. There's no way. You haven't lived long enough. The planet hasn't existed long enough for all that to happen. And then again, I point out this fact. Time is co-created through experience and existence, not the other way around. And so if I wanted to live the entire life of the Earth, I can go back in time, but forward in existence. So I can go back to the 1800s. I lived the whole time of Earth, go back to the 1800s, and basically overlap, and then continue living. Or co-create a whole nother universe, and basically get a whole new beginning. So, there's a lot of options. Lots and lots of options, and keep that in mind, right? So you co-create time, you co-create consciousness, you co-create creation with your art and existence, and expansion of that creates our universe. And in the uniqueness of each universe is due to the uniqueness of consciousness. So no universe is going to be the same. Even if it looks the same. Even if the energy is the same. The consciousness will not be the same. So anyway, also, I don't think anybody should be judged or hurt or put down because of a past life. I don't care who you were in a past life. I'm not going to treat you as that type of well, I take that back. I will recognize it and I will give respect to the ones that deserve it. But if you were evil and you were a bad man in a different time, I believe in one of the major universal laws, that is change. So keep that in mind. All universal laws need to be active at all times for all beings. Free will, freedom of thought, freedom of change, freedom of love, freedom of words. Except for if you're a star seed, you need to keep your mouth in check, okay? Because if you're a star seed, you can control consciousness with your voice or your words. So keep that in mind. You don't want to screw anybody over or harm anyone's consciousness. If someone's like, well, it's just consciousness, like dreams, right? No. Your consciousness is what you co-create through experience and existence that makes you who you are now. Okay? Yes, you can rebuild your old consciousness and bring it together with your current, but that's a scary situation. And not only that, you have given a new slide of life, a new completely clean, existence where you can start over and be a new being. I mean, that's one of the main things and awesomeness that comes from being reborn. You're given a chance, a new slate, a new clean slate to build on and put yourself in a better place within your consciousness. So don't use your consciousness from the past as a weapon against yourself. By basically saying, oh man, I was this terrible person. I can't believe I was like that. I'm so sorry. And then you feel that weight of what you've done weighing on your shoulders and weighing on you, and you feel like straight shit. And it's like, dude, this is fucked. But then you remember being judged or punished in some way, shape, or form. Karma came back to bite us in the ass. And if you remember that, or just know it, you don't gotta remember it, just know it. You paid your dues. You paid your way to college so you can be recreated and reborn to create a new clean slate for yourself, which is awesome. You still have that piece of you from past lives, but you're no longer scrutinized as that type of being or that being at that time. They basically say, wow, you're a bad dude. But that's okay because you've changed and now you're a better person and a better being. Everybody grows. Everybody has their moments when they are low and down and out. That doesn't mean it has to ruin your life forever. It doesn't mean that you need to kill yourself, because you don't. Your life is one of the most beautiful things anybody could ever imagine. Keep that in mind. What else? I need to point this out to you guys. I'm going to put out video after video after video after video about my experiences and my awakening. I mean, ever since 2014, I had a bad accident, and I broke like half of my body. My left leg is made up of a lot of metal, both energetically and physically. And then my right leg, I also have metal in that one. Physically, not energetically, but physically. And I also have a partial fake hip and a partial fake, what is that bone? It's like on your lap. Pelvic, that's right. My pelvic. My pelvis is partial metal. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Um, I just I wanted to point these things out to you guys. Yes, I was a god at one time, and I know a lot of you are like, "Ha, yeah, okay, bud, okay, you're not right in here, bud." I got begged to differ, dude. I've had experiences and seeing through the veil and being hearing through the veil, and I experienced life and existence in a totally different way ever since my fall, ever since my accident. It's like God reached down and said, "It's time to wake up, my son," and that it just was, you know. Well, after my accident, I woke up in the hospital and I could see clearly where I was, and I know that I am in heaven. We are all in heaven. And there is love coursing through every drop of existence in this entire universe. And we have every drop of energy that could aid us and help us in any way. Because that's what the light does. The light cleanses, heals, gives power, protects. And well, it's always here. We have light coursing through this entire existence and reality. We're in the lowest light dimension, which isn't a bad thing. I know, oh shit, lowest, that's not good. No. The lowest light dimension is the fifth. The fifth is the front lawn of heaven. That means we were created, or brought here if dead, to heaven, to the front lawn of heaven. I don't think we should be upset about that. It's not the place that's bad for anyone, including the dead. No, it's not the light. That's not the deal here. It's the assholes that are trespassing in our reality. We shouldn't let them do this. If you hear something or you see something that's out of whack in the energetic realm and you don't believe it should be that way, pray your ass off. Because it will work. Prayer works. You know? Bible is real. Allah is real. Okay? Ra is real. Set is real. Jesus Christ is real. They are all real, and they all love us very, 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 very much and want to help us. You know, and I am one. I am one with the gods. I am one with all that's going on right now, and I'm doing my part every single day. Not only putting out videos, but I'm also trying to educate the people on this planet and, you know, other pieces of me that this is a good place, that this isn't downstairs. We're not evil. We're not monstrosities. We're not possessors. We don't eat people. It's not anything gross like that. Nobody eats flesh energetically, anything like that. It's all fixed. Everything's fixed. Because of me and others and spiritualists and angelics and star seeds on the planet, we've been busting our asses every day to make sure that our world and our existence is the way it's supposed to be, without anything messing it up. You know, nobody should have the power to walk around and change things spiritually, because that's essentially what it is. You know, what is the physical? Energy vibrating to the right vibrational frequency, bound together by consciousness and other pieces of creation, bringing it together to be the physical object that you see, and then through the vibrational frequency of being, and that object co-creates further energy and further consciousness and further being and further light. E equals M and M equals E. Energy equals mass, and mass, well, matter, bound together through its own existence, co-creates its metaphysical properties. Also, because what is light? Light is endless. Light is love. And light charges like crystals. A crystal is a physical embodiment of light. How does it charge? By sitting out in the sun. And to the left of the sun is what? The multidimensional sun. Remember, I told you guys before, you put your middle finger over the sun, right? And then you rotate your hand. Was that clockwise? Yes, it's clockwise. Rotate clockwise, and then once parallel to your finger over the sun, and then where your palm is where the multidimensional star is. And you can see that with these. You can see it with your teeth. You just relax your jaw, look at it, and you'll kind of they'll flex. Yeah, relax your jaw. Don't tense them up. Don't. Just relax your jaw, and you'll feel it. It'll look like a line. And your third eye is basically connecting with your teeth, allowing you to see and hear through the veil at a faster pace. These things aren't meant to eat people or bite anybody or drink blood. They're meant to eat normal food, normal human food, human style food. That is what it is. What it is physically is what it is energetically. So you know what you're getting. If you're eating a chicken sandwich physically, it has all of the natural energetics of that chicken sandwich. So it's real lettuce, real chicken, real mayo, real tomatoes. So keep that in mind. So existence itself is co-created by us in a lot of ways. Also, those of you that were co-created through consciousness, you co-create yourself, right? Except for your spark. I tell all my children, all my family, all my beings that I know that are with me, I tell them every time, I'm like, if you don't have everything that I have or have everything what your next door neighbor has, you have a unique spark, a unique drop of creation that that does not end, that just goes forever, like your soul and spirit, but they're a little different. And no, they are not demonics. Just because you don't have a soul and spirit right now does not mean you're a demon. I know that because some of you had just gotten your souls before this reality, and I don't know, maybe I've seen it wrong. I've probably seen it wrong. But I've seen a few beings that didn't have their soul, and I think they got messed over. And maybe I was just not seeing it correctly. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure that I might have just been wrong. I might just didn't see it right. If you're having an experience where, because your teeth can tell you things. Like for instance, if you're looking at someone, you want to know if they're soul embodied and everything. Say truth, 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 truth. 6 times. Don't say 6 over and over again. I'm not a demon, but the way I was when I was thought, that I would just say things 6 times and it worked. It's hermetic. So when you're looking at someone, say truth, 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 and relax your jaw and look at them. You will be able to know if they are being, used, or if they're missing their soul or spirit. Or you can just use your teeth to eat food and not ever do any of this stuff. I want you guys free. I want you, completely free. And I want you to enjoy existence in the fullest, both energetically, actually all three, energetically, spiritually, and physically. Because you're special. And you're unique. And we all have one special power. And I pointed it out before. I'm going to point it out again. I want all of you to do this, okay? Put your hand out. I want you to think or say love. Say love. And then feel it. Right? Anyway, I hope all of you are safe. Stay safe, stay alive, stay healed, stay protected. I am always there. Not always there, but a part of me is always there to protect you. Just ask and you will receive. Love you. Namaste. Take care of yourself. Peace.